Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready for the broadcast tonight of the Davis Wolves versus the Tishomingo Indians. We apologize for tonight. Going to be a little bit different. We're only going to have 2 announcers per game because of the going back to the Warner tournament.
Yeah.
That Warner game, Maverick was very energetic and very involved in the game.
It was.
And got so into it, he screamed into the mic and unfortunately ruptured our microphone. So that headset is officially toast.
Yeah, it's toast. I think it's well beyond toast, actually.
I think you did it on purpose. I think you've been complaining that these headsets are not great the whole year. I
may have to scream into the other two there.
Yeah. I feel like that was an intentional thing. But with that being said, it'll be Maverick and I bringing you the girls' game. And then Mav's going to take the boys' game off. He only a few basketball games left and wants to go root on his boys and his fellow senior classmates that he's been with for so long. He's going to go sit in the student section and cheer them on. I believe it's because there's like a bright glare going to be coming from the student section tonight, mainly because of those massive things that you guys have on your hands.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize
Massive
if you have a
glare.
student at home who has one of those. You've been getting the, hey, Dad, can you hand me that, with the hand right across the nose, ring about to take your eye out. That's what I've gotten for the last 3 days, so or 2 days, I guess. But with that being said, it's another fun-filled night of basketball. Lady Wolves versus the Lady Indians, and followed by the Wolves versus Indians. As we get ready to inch closer to the postseason, we've got tonight right here in Pete Bird Gymnasium, and then Thursday night.
We got 3 straight at home, right?
Thursday night, that is correct. We are back here for senior night against Lexington. I know Lexington, the road game, we were unfortunately not able to broadcast that one live. We had to bring it to you, delayed. But if you weren't there for that one, man, it was an interesting. I'll leave it at that. So be here, be in the arena for that one on Thursday night as we praise our seniors that night. And then, man, big week of basketball. You finish up on Saturday with Bedlam.
You do.
Sulphur coming into the gym.
February 8th.
So 3 solid games here at home. As they that will finish out the home basketball events. So we'll just have to see where we go from there. But we're going to take a quick break for just a minute. We're going to be back here right after the national anthem, and we'll be back for your starters. We'll see you in just a minute. Welcome back as now we get ready for the starters for the Tishomingo Lady Indians. Little kind of a different setup. Lady Indians, they announced their starters. Number 1, number 3, number 10, number 13, and number 25 will be the starters for the Lady Indians tonight. Starters for their Lady Wolves. Number 11. Number 1, my bad. Number 1, Kinsley Barnes, senior for the Lady Wolves. Number 2, freshman, Montana Carter. Number 5, junior, Jacoby Lenoy. Number 15, senior, Maddie Morton. And number 22, junior, Presley Hunt. That'll wrap out your starters for the Lady Wolves tonight. Lady Wolves kind of on a roll. Went down to Long Grove the other night, got the win.
They did.
Haven't really slowed down since the Warner tournament. Mav, I don't remember correctly. Did they get the win at Lexington the other night while we were there?
Yes.
I believe they did, yeah.
I'm pretty sure they did.
I believe they did.
Yes, because I remember they won, and I was like, because their star was out with a knee injury.
Okay.
And I feel like that contributed to the lack of offense that Lexington had.
Yeah. I think the Lady Wolves kind of dominated, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest, I'm so enamored with the way that boys game went that it kind of
like fogged everything else.
Everything else just kind of went by the wayside. But Lady Wolves going to kind of try to continue their role as of late as they gear up for this full week of basketball, then into the postseason. Barnes to jump for the Lady Wolves.
Mr. Mapes said she's 5'9". I really think she's taller than 5'9".
She seems like she's taller than 5'9". Again, quick shout out to Kinsley Barnes, who has officially signed to go play with Northwestern, I believe.
I couldn't
play
tell
softball.
You. I know she's going to play ball, though.
Yeah. Lenoy's going to get the ball swinging around for the Lady Wolves. Lenoy standing wide open underneath. Couldn't quite get it to her. Finds Montana Carter. Cutting does Maddie Morton. And an easy bucket with nobody anywhere near her.
That's one thing. Both these Lady Wolves and the Wolves, they get a lot of people that crash on their post play. And finding those open looks is big for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Wolves going to play in a man defense. Tishomingo trying to work the ball around. Got some cutting players towards the inside. Nobody really letting anything. Steal by Carter. Carter kind of shoved away from the ball, so that foul's going to go against number 1 for the Lady Indians. Mav, I don't know if you heard it yet or not, but our super fan Derek Cook's back over here with us tonight.
And I saw him walking up. I didn't know if I was going to be able to hear him this early, but he's here. He's here.
If he's here, you're going to know it.
Yeah.
Carter now with the ball, gets the ball down to the baseline to Morton. She's forced to kick back out. Ball ends up at the free throw line of Barnes, who finds Morton underneath. Count it. It's good.
I'm glad she got to her because she had her a lot earlier than that, but was able to sneak the pass by just a little bit late.
Trying to trap the Lady Indians now. They do break through, get the ball down to the free throw line now. Trying to get it down low, they do. Has to dish back out, gets away from them. Lady Indians trying to work Carter with almost another steal there. They do work the ball back inside of the free throw line, and then down to the paint. Going to call the foul on Hunt there. She makes the first.
Second one will fall. With Lenoy to take it across half court. Bring it close side with Barnes. Morton now. She'll work it to the top of the key with Carter. Carter will drive. Floater. No good. Rebounded by 25. She'll press the other way. She'll get called for a walk just before half court. Lady Wolves ball.
Lady Wolves to inbound. Throws backcourt to Lenoy. Lenoy's going to bring it across. Lady Wolves going to have 4 across the high post area. Morton dishes out to Hunt. Sets the screen for her then. Forced to give back out to the top.
Real close to a walk.
Real close there. Called a blocking foul against the Lady Indians there.
You know, Maddie Morton had that open 3 look, and really I wouldn't be upset if she shot it because she's such a lethal shooter from just 6 foot inside of that. So might as well test your range.
I think a lot of it's a confidence thing.
Yeah.
They're going to call I guess you'd call that a push foul, as the 13 tried to go through the screen of Barnes. Hunt inbounds to Morton, who gives to Lady Wolves at the top. Hunt's got open chance. Pulls it up. Yes.
Boom.
And a real quick timeout for the Lady Indians. With that, we're also going to take a quick timeout for just 1 second. We'll be back here in just a minute. Coming out of the timeout. 3 quick fouls by the Lady Indians. Only 1 for the Lady Wolves.
Is that one against Hunt?
That one was against Hunt.
Okay.
A layup, she stuck her hand straight up. Girl kind of jumped into her arms. Ref called it. You know, that's one of those. I've seen it not called. I've seen it called both ways. So either way. Long ball thrown down to the Lady Indians. Ball gets tipped around by Morton, who Carter ended up being the one to pick it up and gave it back to Morton. Lady Wolves on a little bit of a fast break. Aaron pass there by Carter, though. Gets away. You could always count on Barnes to jump on a loose ball.
Oh, yeah. I mean, she's all over the place, fella.
Yeah. That jump ball will go with the Lady Indians. Substitution for the Lady Indians. 24 on. I believe that was number 1 off the floor. Lady Indians trying to work the ball down low. Dribble handoff. She's going to pull up for open 3, though. No good. Rebounded by Barnes. Barnes throws ahead, kind of sails it over Hunt's head. Barnes didn't know her own strength as she slung it down there. I think she thought she was Mahomes throwing a pass down the sideline for a Super Bowl touchdown.
Hey, let's talk about Jalen Hurts. Let's pick the other guy.
Yeah. 24 thought about it for a second. She gets a Morton to leave her feet, drives towards the basket. Ball ends up on the floor. Again, Barnes picks it up. Carter, she's going to pull it across half court, gives to Hunt. Hunt thought about it for a second. Gives to Lenoy. Lenoy's going to use the screen by Barnes. Carter, ball stolen
The
by the
defense
Lady
by
Indians.
3.
Hey, kudos to her because she was absolutely unfazed as Barnes was coming and in her ear.
Yeah, yeah.
Hunt for another open 3. Again, count it.
Bang. Lady Indians are going to have to close out on her a little tighter tonight.
Yeah, you know, I think a lot of teams have backed off of that in recent games, and Hunt making them pay for it tonight already.
I feel like when teams back off of her, she takes it as like disrespect. So
Yeah.
she's off for a few games because she's like, oh man, why are they backing off?
Yep.
And then so she makes a couple, and then they're up in her face, and she's like, okay, you're back in my face, I can keep shooting.
Yep.
And that's when she really gets hot, is when you're in her face.
Yep. That Aaron shot was last touched by the Lady Indians, goes out of bounds, so go back to the Lady Wolves. Lenoy dribbles to the near side, tries to drive the lane. Little layup, can't quite get it. Rebounded by Courtney, though. Short on the second chance attempt. Loose ball, bouncing around. We're going to call a foul there.
Hey, I have no idea how she got that layup up.
The Lenoy on the first attempt?
Yeah, I had no clue.
Lady Indians to bring it across. Throws all the way down underneath the basket with nobody near her. Able to get the bucket. Brings the score back to within 4 for the Lady Indians. What a look there by Lenoy.
And 1.
Uses the screen from Morton, kind of pick and roll. I don't even like to call that a pick and roll because she doesn't roll. She more peels off, like a football screen.
Yeah.
It peels off the defender and then goes straight to the bucket. And right there, Lenoy finds her an easy bucket +1.
We're going to call it a pick and peel.
That's that. Hey, it works. Lenoy gets the rebound off the missed free throw. (14-6) now. 2:40 to go in the first period. They're going to dish into the corner for the open 3. No good. Nobody there to rebound, though, so the Lady Indians put it back. Hunt's going to bring it across half court. Gives to Morton cutting down the lane. Foul call is going to send her to the line shooting 2.
Maddie's first attempt, no good.
Makes that one. Lady Indians now. I think Lenoy got her hand on that one. Ends up in the hands of Martin. Throws ahead to Lenoy. Can't quite get the fast break layup, but the push foul on the rebound attempt. Lenoy and Morton to go have a seat. Barnes and Carter back on. 5 on the floor right now for the Lady Wolves. Courtney, Barnes, Hunt, Martin, and Carter as she makes the first one. She makes the second one, makes the score 17-8, 1:58 to go in the first quarter. Quick pass again by Tishomingo to break the press and get an easy bucket underneath. Lady Wolves bring the ball quickly back across the court. Hunt on the near side, or far side, excuse me, finds Courtney cutting to the basket. Courtney up, gets a bucket. Ball goes out of bounds. Off of, they're going to say Hunt touched that one. I don't know. I did not feel like Hunt touched that ball, but the referees are going to say she did. So it'll go with the Lady Indians on this side. Lady Indians get it down to the free throw line. Kick back out in a quick three off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Tishomingo. Shot was blocked by Barnes. Another loose ball picked up, shot for three. Rebounded by Barnes that time. Carter's going to get across half court.
Good
Finds
kick
Martin.
out.
Ball gets poked away to Heffley. Martin now.
Oh, she had the pick and seal.
Pick and seal, pick and peel. They all have kind of their own variation of what they're doing there. Barnes there just inside the three-point line. Martin's going to pull the trigger for three.
That girl got a finger on it.
I think she got a hand on it. .24 for open three there by the Lady Indians. No good. Goes out of bounds. Be substitutions for both teams here. Hunt, Morton, Lanoy back on. Courtney, Martin, and Heffley off the floor. So it should be back to your Lady Wolf starters for the last 19 seconds of this quarter. Screen there by Morton. Ball got poked away by Tishomingo, though. Ball ends up in the hands of Carter. Gives to Lanoy. Lanoy's going to drive, kick out. Hunt's going to pull the trigger. Yes! At the buzzer. That'll make the lead 22-10. Ending the first quarter. Presley Hunt knocking down threes all over the place. She shot one from every facet of the court that period and knocked almost all of them down. So love to see her getting warmed up as this game gets going. I felt like defensively, I think we could have done a little bit more on the press defense. We were given too many quick, fast breaks, breaking that press. But go ahead.
Lady Wolves got 22 points total. Presley's got 13 of them.
Wow.
So definitely taking the pack to herself right now. But Morton has 5, Carter has 2, and Courtney has 2.
Yeah, I think, and a couple of those other points came off of assists from Hunt.
Yeah.
So Hunt right now leading the way for the Lady Wolves. Hopefully that continues. And I think that's one of the biggest things about this Lady Wolves team going through the season as we gear up for this postseason is that any given night you can have a different leader to this team. Be it Barnes one night, Hunt one night, Lanoy one night. And then you still got to throw the defensive stats of Morton on there.
Yeah,
because,
Morton's a defensive weapon.
So I think she creates so much from her defense.
Yes.
That
fast breaks, open looks.
Yeah. Take your pick. On any given night, you could have a different Lady Wolf leading the charge. As that pass does get away from the Lady Wolves. Lady Indians taking the ball back down the other way. Carter going to play a full court man defense. Lady Indians trying to get Barnes almost got a hand on it. Morton coming to help off the switch there. Forced the kick back out. Good dribble move there by number, I believe that's 25 for the Lady Indians.
Yes,
I'm going to say this. She's the only one I've seen put the ball on the floor. Everybody else catches and immediately is looking where they're going to go with the pass-wise.
Yeah.
She seems to be the one when they need to handle the ball, that's who they're going to go to. You know, so I think Carter's really going to have to stay in her face most of the night, and people are going to have to be able to come help when she dribbles and attacks the rim. Makes the second one. Lenoy throws ahead to Barnes. Barnes tries to go up.
Yeah.
That ball's going to be slapped out of by Barnes. Little switch up, number 5, Lenoy now being the one guarding 25. And it could have been just a switch that I didn't catch a while ago as to why Carter was covering her.
Yeah, a little quick defensive
Yeah.
Switch on a screen or something.
Yeah, and like right there, it kind of happened again, and Hunt had to cover her as she was going through the lane, but Lenoy made the recovery. Again, a little spin move.
That's just a tough bucket.
Yeah,
I mean,
spin move, got a couple open feet and able to put the ball in the air and in, was number 25 for the Lady Indians.
No, but like you said, she was the only Lady Indian to put the ball on the floor that possession.
The last couple of possessions, I think that's been the case. Barnes going up strong for that rebound. I think one thing that Maddie Morton had an advantage there that hopefully you were able to catch it at home was the feed to her was just high enough the defender couldn't reach it, and Morton just kind of reached over her and tipped it to herself as she was tracking towards the rim. So
I wouldn't even really say tipped. It's like she palmed it and just tossed it.
Yeah, it was quite impressive. But and that's where I think Maddie has come so far to where she is this year. Man, she has improved so much over the last couple seasons as part of this Lady Wolves team. 6 minutes to go in the second period. 22-13. Lady Wolves on top. 13 trying to find something to do with the ball. Gives it 25. She's going to pull up from open three. She knocks it down.
Yeah, it's going to be the young lady. The Lady Wolves are going to have to step into the face-up for sure.
Without a doubt. She kind of like we talked about Hunt in that first quarter for the Wolves. She is the lady carrying the Lady Indians right now. Lenoy.
Boom.
She says, hey, if you can do it at that end, I can do it at this end.
Good to see the Lady Wolves are scoring on
that end of the
floor.
That
end of the floor.
Yeah, which that's a rare sight
it is
this
for
season.
both Wolves, Lady Wolves and Wolves.
Trying to force the ball inside are the Lady Indians. Get back to 25. Working the ball around, a lot of off-ball screens. 25 looking for a awkward step layup. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Lenoy. Throws ahead to Hunt. Barnes going to set the screen for her. Hunt's going to drive into the lane. Can't quite get that one to fall. Rebounded by Lady Indians. Coach for the Lady Indians setting his offense up. He basically just set an ISO play out there for 25. And she shows why she just called it, said, get out of my way, and drove right down in and, turn around little jumper.
It's hard to cover stuff like that.
Yeah, you can't really do a lot about that. Lenoy drives.
I think it's a good call.
They're going to call that off of the Lady Indians, say it's Lady Wolves ball. You're not going to hear any argument out of us.
No, and it's not often the Lady Wolves get out-jumped, but that time they did.
Jump ball after the inbound. So it'll go back to the Lady Indians.
Good
pass.
hands.
Good read there by Hunt on that pass. Able to make the steal, go back the other way. Puts it back in a 9-point game.
Young lady 25 kind of telegraphed what she was doing, and Lenoy was able to just jump. Or not, excuse me, not Lenoy. Hunt was able to just jump on one and go attack.
25 makes Barnes leave her feet. Then I'm not sure.
I think they're going to get Lenoy.
So Lenoy, okay. I knew somebody reached in and tried to help, but wasn't going to give her an easy open bucket.
I think it's a shot to creator.
Yes.
The turnaround jumpers, the step through layups. She'll make her way to the basket for sure. Second free throw is good. They'll cut this lead for the Lady Wolves down to just 7, as the Lady Wolves are up 27-7. See Cameron Martin close side. Lenoy for 3, no good. Rebounded by Barnes, give it right back to Lenoy. Swing it out to Martin. Lenoy far side, she'll use the screen. Pull-up jumper from the elbow. It's in.
Look, I'm not mad about the jumper, but she also had Barnes cutting, and I think that's one of those situations where, man, they've covered that peel so much that time it left Lenoy open to go ahead and take the jumper. So
yeah, it's kind of a two-way split. If you, goodness gracious, oh
words
my gosh.
Words are hard, man. Number 3 now, driven around for the Lady Indians. It's a double-edged sword if you're the Lady Indians, because you've got to pick one to cover.
Yeah.
And the Lady Wolves are making you pay either way right now. So.
Yeah, I'm glad you could say that, because I definitely couldn't.
Well, hey,
that was rough.
It works. Lady Indians working the ball back to the outside. 3-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Barnes. You got a 5-on-4. Lenoy's going to push across the floor. Gives to Hunt. Hunt's going to pull the trigger for 3. Off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Courtney. Courtney was trying to pull the ball down to get keep away from a jump ball, but unfortunately pulled a little bit too much force and slung the ball out of bounds.
I know it's not often that we say we weren't expecting the shot to go in from Hunt there, but off balance, kind of got pushed there at the end of the form. I wasn't expecting that ball to go in, just because the way it gone up. That's good English, ain't it?
Well, hey, Miss Todd will be proud.
Yeah.
Barnes almost wanted to steal that one. Lenoy does steal that one, though. Free's going to try to run with her.
And one.
Lenoy goes up strong, gets the layup off the glass. Also draws the foul.
Lady Wolves have high energy tonight, no matter.
They do.
That and one just now. There was 2 young ladies at the half-court line pumping their fist as the bucket went in, and then Morton sitting over there on the bench stood up waving her towel around. So I like to see the energy they're carrying through into postseason.
If you're going to look for, as Lenoy misses that one, if you're going to look for the one thing you could say to improve on is we're talking about the energy that we saw on the floor, and of course Morton over there on the far side. I want to see that energy go throughout the bench.
Yeah.
All those players get up and get hyped as well. Barnes now gives to Hunt on the far side. Hunt's going to pull up for the mid-range. Short on that one. Drive.
Oh, wow, good move. Good move.
Good pump fake to draw the defender out of the way. And continues on for an easy layup. Hunt kind of bobbled the ball there, which forced the travel.
It was a gather step, in my opinion.
Heffley and Morton going to come back onto the floor for Barnes and Hunt. Lady Wolves going to set into a 2-3 zone for the last 50 seconds of the quarter, or excuse me, first half. 3-point attempt for the Lady Indians, no good. Rebounded by the Lady Indians. They're going to call that foul on Courtney. First free throw attempt, no good. Second attempt is good, though. 31-25, 42 seconds to go in the first half. Lenoy's going to bring it across. Martin on the near side uses the screen from Morton. Ball ends up in the hands of Lenoy on the far side. She uses the screen from Courtney. Lady Indians doing a good job of defending that pick and roll style offense right now. I think they missed Courtney right there. She was open. Ball was shot, block was blocked. Last second heave attempt for the Lady Indians is no good. So with that, we're going to go into halftime. 31-25, Lady Wolves on top. I think that offensively, a really good start to this game. First quarter, I think I would love to see the stats as far as first quarter to second quarter. So the vast majority of points were scored in the first quarter. Only 9 points coming in that second quarter. 22 of those coming in the first quarter. Obviously, there was an offensive drop-off, so hopefully the Lady Wolves get that figured out. But here's the deal. The Lady Indians went on a roll, it seemed like there for a little while, but the Lady Wolves did not let up.
No.
So even though they only scored 7, they've still got this out to a 6-point lead and just kind of kept the Lady Indians at bay. So hopefully that continues. I know they're going to have to really key on number 25 for the Lady Indians.
Yes, without a doubt.
I don't know that if you let her get hers, I don't think she can beat you as a team. But at the same time, you don't want to just give her an open lane.
Yeah. Even if you do give her an open lane, she'll find a way to get one up.
Yeah. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we've got about 9 minutes to take a break. We're going to thank our sponsors. We couldn't do it without each and every one of you. If you're out there and you're interested in being a sponsor, please be sure and reach out to us. We are gearing up for that playoff run for the Wolves that we will have to pay to be able to go broadcast. So if you're willing or able to help us pay for those or take on those costs, please reach out to us and let us know. We thank each and every one of you. We'll be back here in just about 9 minutes. We'll see y'all then. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
What's so funny?
Man, nothing.
Okay.
Not you, that's for sure.
Then why was you laughing, fella?
I was laughing at you, not with you.
Hey, it happens. You know, I mean.
Yeah. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We get ready for the second half of this Lady Wolves versus Lady Indians ball game. Lady Wolves on top, 31-25. I'm pretty sure that most of the 25 points for the Lady Indians have come from 25.
Yeah. You know, I wish we still kept the away stats because.
She would have almost all of them.
Yeah.
Without really even having to try to think about it. We do thank all the 45 people we got watching
Hey.
with us tonight.
I still don't think it's going to beat the 30-second stutter I had earlier.
Yeah, well,
that was brutal.
That's pretty true. I don't know who keeps messing with the audio over there, but like it goes from one ear to the other in my headset.
What? Our switcher guy is coloring.
Oh, he's coloring. Okay.
He is.
All right. As the Lady Wolves are going to start with the ball. Throws the ball down to the near side corner to Morton. And now Carter going to set up the Lady Wolves offense. Going to run the two high posts. Again with the screen. On-ball screen. The Hunt's going to pull the trigger for three. Long on that one. They're going to say she touched that one.
She did.
Okay, all right.
No, it did. She tried to catch it, went right through her hands, and luckily Barnes was just a little slow getting there to save it, so it was out of bounds just before she got there.
Lenoy's going to go all the way to the basket, draw the foul. That'll send Lenoy to the line, shooting two. Be the second foul on number 13 for the Lady Indians. Lenoy, back of the rim, misses the first one. Off the side of the rim that time, misses the second one. 25 now to bring it across the half court for the Lady Indians. Ball gets away from. They are able to recover it, though.
Tish has got a lot of cheerleaders.
They do. I was actually shocked that they brought 3 buses. I guess one for each basketball team and one for their cheerleaders.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me because Lady Indians bench is missing 3 seats. And the one's only missing because coach is standing up.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. So, yeah, they do not have any spare seats over there.
A full team for them for sure.
Lady Indians do get the ball inbounded. Still trying to find something on the inside. Trying to work through their post player. They get the ball back into the hands of their playmaker. She dishes out for an open 3. Jump ball there. Go with the Lady Indians. Lady Indians to inbound underneath.
Hey, I don't know if you remember it, but it was a couple weeks ago whenever we talked about the Lady Wolves cheerleaders wearing Air Forces as their cheer shoes.
Yeah.
The Lady Indians cheerleaders is what they're doing.
They're wearing the Air Forces, okay.
The thicker sole, you know.
All right.
It's louder.
Okay. Noted. Matt with his out of nowhere shoe knowledge.
See? You can hear it, man.
Well, no, I can't.
Okay, well, you know, anybody else in the gym can.
Hunt now. Lenoy doesn't use the screen there. Still gets the ball to Morton, though. Going to call that foul, I believe, on number 10. No, they're going to call that foul on 3. That'd be her third foul. That'll send Morton to the line for 2. Knocks down the first one. Can't quite get the second one. Rebounded by Barnes, though. Barnes gets the second chance put back.
Take 2 over 1 any day.
I'm going to say it was a planned thing from Morton and Barnes. Oh, Barnes read that pass the entire time, and they still threw it there, and Barnes was just
too quick.
She was just drooling at getting the ball, and she almost attempted for it and was back by the time the ball was thrown. Three-point attempt for the Lady Indians, no good. Rebounded by Hunt. The ball go off the foot of one of the Lady Indians. Missed shot there by the three-point attempt. It was a hustle play by Carter to try to keep the ball inbounds. She was unable to do so, though. You'll go to the Lady Indians. 34-25, 5 minutes to go in the third period. Lady Indians trying to work the ball around. Shot no good by the Lady Indians. Rebounded by Hunt. She's going to take the ball across half court on her own. Foul's going to be on number 1 for the Lady Indians. Her third foul. Team foul number 3 as well. Morton tried to find Carter cutting on the baseline there. Unfortunately, ball got away from him, out of bounds. Go to the Lady Indians. Dribble handoff offense by the Lady Indians. Tried to put the ball up. No good. Hunt got the rebound. Runs down court. Gives to Carter. Carter's going to pull the trigger for 3. Off the backboard. Fast break offense by the Lady Indians. The foul's going to go against Carter. Her second foul. First team foul of the quarter. Makes the first one. Makes the second one. 34-27. 4 minutes to go in the third period. Morton get the ball on the baseline. Lenoy finds Morton on the baseline, gives back to Carter. Carter pulls a mid-range jumper, no good. Rebounded by Barnes. I'm going to call the travel there. I feel like there was a foul that caused the travel, but unfortunately no call.
You know, sometimes pushes like that, happen in a group, so you can't really see them, and those pushes lead to the walk. So that's what happened right there.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Maddie Morton with a phenomenal
Yeah.
block on 25. Is 25 again, just making those, Euro step style plays, getting through defenders. And Morton, came out of nowhere with a beautiful block. Unfortunately, got the foul call.
One thing I feel like helped draw the foul for 25 is whenever she does go up for those step-through layups, she brings the other knee with her, which isn't common anymore. Used to you'd hear you have a tie for your elbow to knee, but it's just not common anymore. It's usually just a straight-up, straight-down type deal. So that having that knee up, the early contact can get calls for you.
Yep. And that's exactly what happened there. She made the bucket. Then the no-good attempt at the other end by the Lady Wolves. One's going to dribble down. Gives back to 24. Pulls the trigger from a deep three. Goes off the board and in.
Cut it down to a 3-point lead. Lady Wolves on a little bit of a drought.
Man, I don't even know what to say. I feel like we're not rushing things, but I think we are not picking the best options for shots. I think we kind of seem like we're out of sort, I guess, as far as our shot selection goes. Would like to see us go back to that first quarter where I felt like we were, maybe it's because they're defending the pick and roll offense so well, but I would love to see us go back to that. I think that's where our bread and butter comes from. The cheerleaders throwing basketballs.
Which one of them softball players throw one up here?
Yeah, no, we're going to have to try to wrangle one in here in a minute.
Hey, Allie Hobbs played for you. Have her get one up here.
Yeah, I don't know if she can see all the way up here. Lady Wolves to inbound. Lady Indians look like they're going to go into a full court press here. Actually, they're going to advance the ball to the sideline. Barnes does get the ball inbounded to Lenoy.
Good look.
I'm going to call the travel there on Morton as she tried to get in to the interior against the glass. Ball's going to go out of bounds off the Lady Indians, so it'll go back to the Lady Wolves. Some substitutions for the Lady Wolves right now. Morton and Carter to have a seat. Courtney and Martin onto the floor. Man, saying Courtney and Martin onto the floor for Morton and Carter, that's a
little tongue twister.
Whew, man, that about took me out brain function-wise. Barnes gives the ball down to Courtney on the baseline. Gives the ball back out to Barnes. Barnes going to dribble, spin. Gives back out to Hunt. I'm not sure. Something was on the floor.
I don't know what that
Referee
was.
stopped the play and made Barnes get it off the floor. I saw her chunk it towards the sideline. Reset. Lady Wolves inbound. Now get the ball back to the top. Lenoy for three.
Boom.
(37-31), 129 to go in the third period. Lady Indians trying to work the ball from the high post area. 3-point attempt from the Lady Indians, no good. Rebounded by Lenoy. Lenoy gives to the near side to Martin.
Had Presley cutting there for just a
Just
split
a split
second.
yeah. Lenoy drives,
Good
switches
layup.
hands, goes right-handed off the left-handed side of the glass, gets the bucket. Under a minute to go in the third period now. 39-31, Lady Wolves on top. Tins drives, Hunt forces the retreat. 25 at the logo now. Ticking under 10 seconds to go. I would imagine here's one of those spin pull-up jumpers. Nope, she gives up. There's going to be a three-point attempt. Hunt, I think, got a hand on the ball. And they're going to call the foul on Barnes, I believe, as the buzzer went off. So she's going to close out the third quarter, getting to shoot 2. No good on the first attempt. Does make the second one, though. So that's going to take us into the fourth quarter.
There we go.
Wow, that really struggled with that one. 8 minutes to go left in the ball game. 39-32 with the Lady Wolves on top right now. We're going to take about a couple minute break. Actually, it looks like it's going to be about 1 minute, and then we'll be back for the fourth quarter. We'll see you in just a minute. We're back, ladies and gentlemen, fourth quarter, 39-32. Lady Wolves on top. Carter now with the ball. Gets it ahead to Martin. Going to throw to the baseline. Ball gets away from him, though. It's tipped. Lady Indians going to end up with it on a fast break.
Good hands.
Good defense there by Morton. They're still going to get the ball underneath, but she did a great job in not allowing an easy bucket. Forced the ball out of bounds. I don't know what we're waiting on. I don't know what the issue is. Referee's having a conversation with some of the cheerleaders over there. So it must be all Cassidy's fault.
Yep. Every last bit of it.
Yep.
Maybe we need to talk to her mom that's sitting right next to us.
I tell her to call her, say, hey.
Yep. Tell her to calm down.
Get out of the referee's ear. So we're not getting any calls. Oh, now we had a kid on the floor for a second.
Good job, Mom. Saved him.
She did. She reached out there and snatched that kid.
As soon as he got up.
Yeah.
Kid had no time for freedom.
Yep. I think we're ready now. All right. Lady Indians to inbound.
Lady Wolves will sink back into a 2-3 zone.
3-point attempt by the Lady Indians. In and out of the basket. Loose ball gets tipped around. Ends up back in the hand of the Lady Indians. Little sidestep blocked by Morton. Man, I almost thought Courtney thought about a three-point attempt there for a second. Hunt's going to drive, step through. Can't quite get the one to fall. It's a good-looking layup, though. I don't know who that was that yelled at, but man, it seemed like they were right here in front of us.
I know. It's Reed's mom.
Okay.
It sounded like she was like right in front of the table.
Hunt knocks down the first one.
Jacoby Lenoy will step back onto the floor and fill the shoes of Shelby Courtney.
Knocks down the second one as well. Lady Indians to bring it across half court. Get the ball to the high post. Blocked by Morton. I think that's her third of this game. You know, 3 blocks in a game, that's a good game for anybody. But when you're talking about Morton, you're like, man.
It's like, it's all right.
It's okay.
Averages 12 a game, you know. She'd get a triple-double with blocks.
Yeah, just by herself.
Yeah.
Oh. Almost had another one there. Number 3 gets the little floater bucket. 41-34. Lady Wolves on top. Hunt gives inside to Barnes. Work the ball inside to Morton. It's a good job by 13 to tie up the ball for the Lady Indians, so it'll go back to the Lady Indians. Number 10 to bring it across for the Lady Indians. Find a baseline cutter. They're going to call the travel there. Lady Wolves get it across. Carter's going to try to go coast to coast. Can't quite get it.
And one.
Barnes is going to get the and one putback, though. It's going to go against number 13. Her 4th foul.
Bobby, I don't know if you saw it, but, you know, we're both decent golf fans. Tiger seeks a decent putt. He's like, bang, sends the fist through, you know, gets hype. I think Presley is a decent fan of Tiger because she hit the Tiger pump as they got the and one.
That's funny. Oh, loose ball gets off the foot of the Lady Indians. We're going to call that foul.
I really expect that foul to be on Lenoy if there was one.
Oh, no. They called that against. I really thought they were calling that against the Lady Wolves.
Yeah.
But they called that against the Lady Indians.
Lady Wolves during this timeout back up to a 10-point lead. 5:45 left in the ball game.
I think that timeout is one of those timeouts like the Tishomingo coach said, give me a timeout and tell that referee I want to talk to him. And the other referee eventually had to walk to the other end and say, hey, coach over there wants to talk to you.
Yeah,
it's like,
that's one of those timeouts that get you in trouble.
Yeah,
you know?
that's one of those timeouts you see a lot of technicals come out of. But he's still, and now that referee has walked away, and now he's in the ear of the other referee who didn't make the call. So
somehow you just got to get your word in, man.
You know what I mean? Here's the deal, and I've said this before. Am I for a coach getting technical? No. But are there situations where a coach gets a technical, to defend his team and his players, and is it a necessity sometimes? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just got to show your team you're willing to go out there and fight for them, and sometimes that calls for getting it technical on yourself. But
yeah, I mean, sometimes it gets a little heated. It happens,
But coach not getting technical there is he was very respectful. He was very He was very respectful with his discussion and voicing of his concern. But
boom,
Lenoy knocks the three down. Sends it to a 13-point game. Lady Wolves trying to put the nail in the coffin, so to speak. Hunt almost got her hand on that pass.
Timeout.
Timeout for the Lady Indians.
Man, I don't know. That something's up because the energy is off the charts throughout all of the Lady Wolves tonight.
Yeah, they're motivated. I think they, you always want to be, and we talked about this going through this season with the Lady Wolves. The first few games, they didn't seem like they were in sync. Something felt off. It wasn't the Lady Wolves we were used to seeing the last couple of seasons. And that went on. You went into Christmas break and we're kind of like, man, I don't know what the deal is. Coming out of Christmas break, you still kind of had it lingering, and then you had the Winter Classic.
Yeah.
And then that's kind of where everything seemed to click. A light switch got turned on. Lady Wolves got it figured out. Now they're rolling into they rolled up into Warner. Got that one. Continuing to roll now. Now you're looking at the road ahead. You got big games, but on past that, that the postseason's out there. That's your destination. Mm-hmm. And when you're starting to roll like this, you get that confidence. You get, like you talked about a while ago, that Tiger fist pump.
Yeah.
That was all. I can tell you one of the most memorable fist pumps was on a made putt on 16 at Augusta.
Yeah, that was the fist. That was what she hit.
And that was because he was closing in on greatness. These Lady Wolves are feeling that postseason coming up, and feeling that as they get ready to roll into it. And kudos to them. So they're peaking when it's necessary. So as they Lady Indians start with the ball out of the timeout. Just under 5 minutes to go in the fourth period. Lady Indians trying to swing something around. Lady Wolves doing a good job right there. Lenoy makes a steal. She's going to try to take it the other way. They're going to call the foul. They don't wave off the shot. It's going to be on the floor. That is the fourth foul on number 3. So I believe that's 3 players for the Lady Indians with 4 fouls.
With just a little less than 5 minutes left in the ball game.
Yeah, that can really put a damper on things, as the Lady Wolves, not a team you want to consistently send to the free throw line. Morton gets inside and gets the bucket. Whatever scoring drought they went on into that second and third period, they have got it figured out right now as Hunt makes a steal. She's going to take it for a fast break layup.
And one.
And the foul from number 25. She's going to go to the line for the three-point play. So that will be the 5th team foul of the quarter. So that means for the next 4.5 minutes, any foul sends the Lady Wolves to the line.
Man. And like you said, this is just not a team you want to consistently send to the line.
No, you could take a look at any one of the 5 out there, and there's not one that I'm going to say I'm going to foul over another. Barn gets the rebound on the 3-point play attempt.
Good bucket.
Little spin move off the glass. And all of a sudden, just like that, Lady Wolves out to a 19-point lead. Oh, wide open lane there as the screen cut offense was working for the Lady Indians, but ball goes out of bounds. Because it's going to be a mass substitution for the Lady Indians now. On the floor for the Lady Indians, number 5, 21, 20. I can't see the last 2. 15.
Here, I got you. 5, 22, 15, 20, 21.
Okay.
That's all 5 right there.
All right. Hunt for 3. Off the front of the rim. Almost rebounded by Morton. Hey, Morton just about took out the referee.
Yeah.
She looked like that was the Roman Reigns Superman punch she was fixing to throw at that guy.
Yeah.
And man, her ability to kind of all of a sudden stop herself, that was impressive.
And it would have been a domino effect. It'd have been the Roman Reigns punch and just cheerleaders.
Yeah, just a roll. That ball is short on the 3-point attempt. Cassidy Parkinson catching the ball before it was technically out of bounds. She's getting involved with, once again, we're going to have to talk to her.
We got to have a sit-down conversation with her.
Yeah.
We have to meet in Coach O's office in the morning.
Yeah, it might be. Mass substitution for the Lady Wolves. All 5 starters going to go have a seat on the floor for the Lady Wolves now. Courtney, McDonald, Martin, Carter, and Heffley. Carter stayed on the floor. Carter gives up to Heffley. Heffley's going to pull the trigger. Off the back of the rim, no. Rebounded by the Lady Indians. Loose ball. It's going to end up as a jump ball. Go with the Lady Wolves. Good job by Carter there, getting her hand in and knocking the ball loose. Martin now. Gives back out to Heffley at the top. Heffley dribbles, gives to Carter, then set the screen for Carter. A little short on the shot for Lady Wolves. Pulled back down by the Lady Indians, going the other way. McDonald defending now. Ball gets away from the Lady Indians. It's up in the hand of Courtney, who finds Heffley. Heffley's going to take it across half court. Gives to Martin. Martin's got a wide open 3.
Too strong.
A little long on that one. Gets the rebound, gives to.
Boom.
I'd say Courtney got the rebound and gave to Carter. Carter knocks down an open 3. Timeout for the Lady Indians. Another mass substitution for the Lady Indians. 11, 30, 23, 2, and 12 now on the floor for Lady Indians. Another substitution for the Lady Wolves as well. Your 5 on the floor now are Busey, Contreras, Heffley, and McDonald.
Got to use first names now.
I do, yeah. That is Danny Lynn Heffley and Lily Heffley both on the floor.
I want to see a Lily Heffley assist to Danny Lynn Heffley for a 3-pointer.
Oh, man.
That's
that
what I
would
want
be
to
phenomenal,
see.
wouldn't it not?
That'd be great. And then I want to see the opposite because, Heffley hadn't made a 3 tonight. So
yeah. 3-point attempt by the Lady Indians. Rebounded by Danny Lynn Heffley. Stolen by the Lady Indians, though.
Good hands by McDonald.
I was going to say, she predicted the dribble attempt there by the Lady Indians, was able to slap the ball out of bounds. Three-point attempt by the Lady Indians. No good. Another rebound by Danny, who gives to Lily. Lily's going to bring it across half court. Gives to McDonald. McDonald's going to pull the trigger. Little long. Rebounded by Contreras. No, they're going to call a – okay, it was after the rebound. No. Off the ball foul, excuse me. Pushed by McDonald.
All right. Phil, I don't know if you've seen it, but Dawson Muck is down there, and I love the hoodie he has on.
Oh, yeah?
It says God's got this.
Okay.
But as an O for the God, it's a baseball.
Hey, I like it.
It's sweet.
2-point attempt by the Lady Indians. Good. One minute to go in the game. 56-36. Lady Wolves on top.
Get up there, give it to her, shoot it.
Stolen by the Lady Indians, though. She's going to take the fast break layup. Gets the bucket. 56-38.
Swing it.
Ball gets thrown inside. Picked up by, actually going to call it jump ball there to go to the Lady Indians.
So, Bobby, just over 20 seconds left. You got to know your player of the game by now.
With all the starters on the floor, I think absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt for me tonight, is the massive first quarter from Presley Hunt.
Yeah, I completely agree. And not only did she have a phenomenal first quarter, first half, really, the energy she kept up throughout the night, I feel like contributed no matter if it was her shot or a teammate's shot. The energy she contributed to the team throughout the game, I feel like helped the offensive and defensive side of the ball. So I'm going to have to go Presley Hunt.
Yep, so congratulations, Presley Hunt. Wolf Media's player of the game for this girls' game tonight. As we are going to take a quick break. That brings the end of that one, 56-41. Lady Wolves continue to roll and dominate there as they get ready for the Lady Bulldogs coming to town on Thursday.
Back-to-back Bulldogs.
That is true. You got back-to-back Bulldogs Thursday and Saturday. But first, before then, we got the boys' game tonight. Definitely need to see the boys kind of get something turned around. They, had a tough one up at Lexington the other night. I won't go too much into it because I'm usually one that tries to play devil advocate.
Yeah.
But that was a rough one to watch, not because of our boys, but because of, different things, different situations. Tough one up there in Lexington, and then go on the road to Long Grove the other night. I thought
tough loss, real tough.
A really close game. Felt like they should have come out with a win on that one. Unfortunately, fell just a little bit short. So, boys are about to try to get back on the winning side of things, taking on the Indians. We'll be back here in just a minute. We'll see y'all then. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready for the starters of the boys contest. Tishomingo Indians versus the Davis Wolves. Announcing the starters for the Indians. Number 1, I apologize, I don't have a roster for the Indians. Number 3, I like the way this is looking so far. Number 4, number 5, and number 11. 1, 3, and 4, I don't believe are going to be anywhere close to the height of our squad.
No. 5 and 11.
Maybe?
I think 11 maybe 6'3", 6'4".
Okay. But still considerably smaller.
Yeah.
Size-wise. Starters for the Davis Wolves. Number 1, senior Dakota Carter. Number 3, senior Braxton Griffin. Number 5, sophomore Isaac Lewis. Number 11, senior Dalton Heffley. And number 24, senior Wyatt Fielding, who now we officially have a guy who we can shout out for being committed to play at the next level.
That is correct.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Proud dad moment. There you go, Chad.
Yeah, for sure. He will sign his letter of intent in the next couple of days.
Yeah, it was in the next couple of days. I know the football team is taking a trip to the Capitol tomorrow, I believe. I believe that signing for Wyatt is going to be on Thursday, from what I understood.
That is correct.
With NEO.
Yes, sir.
Play tight end at NEO. So,
yeah.
Congratulations to that young man. Lewis getting ready to jump. Referees telling a couple of the Tishomingo guys to tuck their shirts in. We already talked about it for the Lady Indians, but I'm struggling. For the Tishomingo Indians now, there is no empty seats on that bench. So we'll see how that comes into play late in this game. The Indians win the toss. Handoff. Dribble handoff offense. He's going to attack. Has to pull back, though. Number 5, trying to get himself an open jumper. Can't quite get it, though. Another reset. One thought about it. Now he's going to attack, pull up from the free throw line. No good on the front of the rim. Call a foul on the floor. They're going to call that against Carter. That'll be his first, team first. Indians to inbound. Do get the ball into the near corner. Going to pull back out towards the logo, reset the offense. Little sidestep floater. Loose ball, grabbed again by the Indians. He thought about pulling the trigger for 3. He drives and attacks the rim. Dishes off, though. Easy bucket off the glass.
Bobby, that possession took a full minute.
What's crazy is I think the Wolves, I don't feel like they played terrible defense, but unfortunately the rebounds got the best of them, because when you give another team 3 and 4 chances, it's hard to stop them at that point. Lewis dribbling around, gives to Heffley at the top. Heffley thought about it. He's going to drive and attack, draw the foul, and get himself into the line. Heffley, a consistently good free throw shooter.
So I love that number 11 down there was trying to tell the official, no, he called it on the floor. And the other official said,
like, no,
3-4.
Yeah. Heffley makes the second one. One dribbling around. Finds 5 open for 3. Off the front of the rim.
Number 3's open for 3. Off the back of the rim. Grabbed by Fielding. Ball gets swung to the near side. Griffin going to try to drive. Was looking for Lewis inside. Couldn't quite get it in there. Has to give the ball back out. Gets the ball to the free throw line. Fielding's going to spin. Dish out to the corner. Griffin for 3. No. Rebounded by Lewis, though. I'm going to say that was off of number 5, though, for the Indians, so it'll stay with the Wolves. Griffin to inbound. Goes back towards the logo with Carter. And gives back to Griffin in the corner. Fielding goes up. No good. Loose ball picked up by Tishomingo. Got the ball inside, but forced to reset. 5's going to try to drive an attack. They're going to call Heffley for the foul there. Tishomingo inbounds. Davis doing a good job of switching off the screens. Good defense there. Going to call that one against Griffin, I believe.
That can be 3 shots.
Are they going to call it a 3-point attempt? He makes the first one. Carter and Fielding going to go have a seat. Owens and Bumgarner on. You're saying it was a 2, okay.
Yeah.
He does make them both. Makes 4-1. Lewis now is going to drive. Kicks out to the corner. Bumgarner with a dangerous pass inside, but does get it to connect. Heffley thought about it. Heffley's going to get a chance at a 3. Can't quite get the roll. Loose ball.
Good job, Brax.
Griffin. I was going to say, rebounded by Tish, and Griffin did a good job of stealing it off the rebound.
Yeah.
But unfortunately couldn't quite get the pass connected back underneath. Goes out of bounds, and it'll be Tish ball. One to dribble. He's going to dribble in an attack. He's going to call the travel foul.
Heffley to bring it down court.
Heffley's going to, oh man, missed Griffin. Ball kind of dribble got away from him. Stolen by Tish. They're going to have a fast break offense. Get an easy bucket off the glass. Cody Blackwell's going to take that moment to call a timeout.
Be a 30-second timeout, I believe. So need to talk to him, calm him down a little bit. They've put 1 point on the board
in 4 minutes.
Yeah.
A little over 4 minutes.
Yeah, and they've had some slow starts. There's something, again, about that end of the court, Bobby.
That end of the floor. Now, we saw the girls' game. They were able to break that mold.
Yeah.
At that end of the floor to start, I don't know if you were in here for the entirety of the girls' game.
31 points in the first half,
yes,
just on that end of the court.
Yeah, and a lot of those coming from Hunt, who
on the perimeter.
She broke that rim wide open,
Yeah.
knocking down threes. So I believe she finished with 19 on the game, is what we were told earlier. Unfortunately, the boys unable to break that canister open yet.
Yep. I would say number 11 is probably 6'4", 6'5".
Okay, so he's standing eye to eye with Fielding.
Yeah.
So Heffley for three. He's going to draw the foul on the three-point attempt, though. So he's going to go to the line for three.
And I believe number 11 for Tishomingo was their tight end in football as well.
Okay.
So you got 2 tight ends down there playing basketball.
Now, the difference here is on the defensive side, Wyatt's doing a lot of it on his own, defensively inside the perimeter.
Right.
Number 11 has had to call in some help. Number 3 was the one actually trying to double team with him
Right.
on that last attempt. So
They're bringing in another
I
tall
was going to
guy.
say 23 is every bit as tall. Might be the tallest guy on the squad
Yeah.
for the Indians.
Might be the lightest one, though.
I think that's very true. Heffley knocks those both down, gets it back to a single possession game. They're going to call the foul there, I believe, on Lewis. It is going to be against Lewis. His first, team fourth, though. Makes that one. Carter back onto the floor for the Wolves. Heffley. Carter's going to pull the trigger for three. Off the rim. I don't know if they're going to call that one against Fielding or Carter coming from the backside.
They're going to call it on Carter.
Okay. I could see that one going against either one of them. Carter going to go have a seat as well as Lewis. Griffin and Owens on. They knock down the second one. Bumgarner near side. Heffley's going to pull the trigger for three. Off the rim, rebounded by Fielding though. Bumgarner's going to pull the trigger. Sails that one a little bit. They're going to call that foul on offensive foul on number 5. He's trying to sprint down the sideline with the ball. Kind of pushed as he was going by. This ball interior to trying to get it inside the Fielding. 23 for Indians, doing a good job of really denying the floater pass inside. Baumgartner inbound underneath the basket. Throws it back out to the logo with Griffin. Good job there by Fielding, getting inside, creating his own space, easy bucket off the glass, and drawing the foul, getting himself to the line for the three-point play. First, so 6 minutes into the game, the first field goal falls for the Wolves.
Yeah.
Fielding misses that one. One's going to drive and attack. Lost it, but regains it. Able to go off the glass and in. Lewis. We're going to call the travel. Lost it, regains it, tries to get the pass inside. Going to call that foul on Fielding. And I'm not sure, that was the 5th foul. So they will go to the line. Number 23 will. Misses the first. Second and third attempts off the free throw were no good. Fielding came down with that final rebound. Number 5 going to be called for the foul there on the reach. That will be the 5th team foul for the Indians as well. So Heffley will go to the line. Knocks down the first one. No good on the free throw, but gets the rebound, does Lewis. Second chance three-point attempt was no good. Under a minute to go in the first period. Number 1's going to pull up from the free throw line. Knocks that one down.
Why is it whoever we play can't seem to miss?
I feel like that's something we've seen every game recently.
Yeah.
Fielding with the ball. Now gives to Lewis. Now Heffley in the near corner. Gives the ball to Fielding, who spins back to his left side. He's going to draw the foul, go to the line. .23 for the Indians. His second foul. Makes that one. Now, Chad, I'll say I think 23 for the Indians has been a better defender against Wyatt. in this game thus far. I like the fact there's 2 fouls on him already.
Yeah.
Would like to see that.
He's got long arms. He's got a long reach. Big arm span, I guess. Is what, wingspan? Is that what
wingspan.
it is?
Yeah, wingspan. Yeah. Knocks that one down. Fielding's going to go take a breather for what I would imagine would be the final 26 seconds of this period. Creed Rogers on for him, freshman. On the floor for the Wolves right now is Heffley, Bumgarner, Griffin, Owens, and Rogers. Number 1 pulls up from just inside the free throw line, knocks it down. Not a lot you could do about that one. Good ball handling, creating in his own space.
Rogers got my favorite shoes on right now on the court.
Okay.
Kobe X-Ray Protos.
Heffley, no good on the buzzer attempt. You know, the one thing I'm going to say about shoes, I normally have zero input on shoes.
Right.
Normally nothing. But I'm going to say the one pair or one set of shoes I saw come out or that are being released now, and I believe it's LaMelo, has partnered with the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
And they are releasing 4 pair of shoes. And if you get all 4, you get the 5th pair for free. And it's like, there's like a Shredder edition.
Oh, wow.
A Krang edition. But then when it comes to 2 of the pairs, though, you get a Michelangelo and a Raphael.
So
and a
mismatch?
Donatello. They're mismatched.
Okay.
There's no 2 Michelangelo shoes.
Gotcha.
It is 1 and 1. And I was
Okay.
like, man, that's actually kind of cool. I'm like in that adult money phase where like I could buy all those.
Right. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
my wife would not let me.
I'm with you. So.
Our statistician is trying to give us the stat board behind us. I don't even want to look at it.
No, no. It's 16-8 after the first. Tish is up.
And almost all of our points are from free throws. I think
with the exception of
we had 2
Fielding,
field goals.
Yeah. Fielding had a field goal, and
did we even have another one? Okay, now I got to look.
Now you
at
gotta
it.
look?
Golly. No, we had 1.
okay, wow.
Okay, 1 field goal. Everything else was from free throws from Heffley and Fielding. So definitely got to figure out the offensive woes going into the second period. Carter has the ball near side. Dribble around. Working the ball inside to Fielding again. He has to kick back out, though. Kind of caught it off position. Quick pass inside to Lewis. Lewis gets the bucket off the glass. Five going to dribble and attack. Has to kick.
Red?
They're gonna say somehow he acrobatically
He had the ball when he stepped on anyway.
threw it back off of Griffin, although I believe he was out of bounds before he ever attempted that move. 5 dribbles and attacks. 1. Fielding tried to come help. I believe that foul is going to go against it. Oh, no, excuse me. They're going to call Heffley for that foul. I'm not going to lie. I wholeheartedly thought that was against Fielding as he completes the 3-point play. Heffley in the near corner. Griffin now. Carter's going to attack. Little floater. Gets it to roll. One pulls up. No good. Griffin now dribbles far side. Ball gets away from him, goes out of bounds off of Tishomingo, though. So it'll stay with the Wolves. Griffin sets the play, throws into Lewis. Lewis feeds back down to Fielding. Fielding one step, gets it. Number 5. Little pick and roll play. We determined that the girls don't have a pick and roll offense. They have a pick and peel.
Yes,
they
do.
more peel off of their defender. Boys more the traditional pick and roll style. Pick and roll did not work for the Indians there. Wolves did a good job of defending. Again, Lewis finds Fielding, who went up and was,
tomahawk.
Swinging for the fences move, but no call, and then Indians go right back down and get a bucket off the glass. 14-21, 6 minutes to go in the first half. Lewis on the far side. He's going to dribble baseline, pulls up. They're going to call the charge. That'll be Lewis's second foul.
Man, they were clawing their way back in for a second.
Yeah, they were getting real close. I feel like they were getting the offensive stuff going. It's amazing how a foul call or lack thereof can swing a basketball game in no time. He's going to dribble and attack. Good job by Fielding to come help and alter the shot just enough to cause the miss. Griffin's going to force ahead to Carter. Carter's going to dribble baseline, try to go up. Easy off the glass. Going to call the foul there on
11, I believe.
It is going to go against 11.
He threw his knee out.
His first foul. Fielding going to come set the screen for Carter. Lewis off the front of the rim. Block there. I don't know who got the block. I would call it Griffin or Heffley.
Yep.
But one of them got there, got a good hand on the what looked like was going to be an easy layup. Goes out of bounds off of one of the two. So it'll be Indian ball underneath the basket. Trying to get the ball in. That's 5 seconds.
Good job, Wolves.
So great inbound defense there by the Wolves. Forces the turnover. Baumgartner gives up to Carter. Carter's going to bring it across half court.
Chance to pull within 3, make it a one-possession game.
Fielding gives to Baumgartner on the far side. Trying to work the ball inside. Tisch doing whatever they can to deny that. Griffin, far side, gives back to Fielding. Pass was jumped by Tishomingo. Goes out of bounds, though, so it'll stay with the Wolves. Griffin, near side. Fielding at the top. Pass tipped. Stolen, or actually picked back up by the Wolves. Griffin finds Baumgartner. They're going to call a charge on Baumgartner.
That is the second charge call that
Wow.
Tishomingo player has been able to orchestrate.
Yeah, man. 3:45 to go in the second half, or first half, excuse me, second quarter. 16-21, Wolves trailing. Tisch with the ball on the far side. Finds number 3 inside. He has to dish back out to 5, who pulls the trigger on 3. They're going to call the travel, though, so no shot. Bumgarner, he's going to pull the trigger for 3. Yes! And just like that, Wolves are back within 2. Number 4, he's going to dribble and attack. Has to dish back out. 5. Ball goes out of bounds on the air and pass. I'm not going to lie, Chad.
We got away with 1 or 2.
We got away with 1 for sure. That'll be a timeout for Tishomingo. I'm not going to say a name, but we had a player get away with a grab and
grab and spin?
It
looked like the little dance move going on down there.
A little do-si-do.
Yeah.
Little square dancing going on the floor. And Tishomingo fans were upset about it, and I can't say they were wrong.
No.
I don't feel like this has been a poorly officiated.
No, not at all.
And here's the thing. After last Tuesday's game, there is nothing I'm ever going to say that's poorly officiated ever again.
Well, that one, and then you missed the other one last week, and it was almost as atrocious as that other game we were at. So,
unfortunately, I was not able to make Long Grove. But
yeah, these guys are doing a good job, and it's going both ways. It's equitable.
Yeah,
so.
I think so. And that's the biggest thing. You're not going to get every call. You're going to disagree with calls. But as long as it's seemingly on both ends of the floor, you got to be ecstatic for that. So
I don't know what just happened, Bobby, but I just got stereo.
Yeah, we've had stereo in and out, so I don't know what Levi's doing.
Right.
But, man, it's working.
Yeah, good job. Keep it up.
Ball's going to go out of bounds off of the Wolves.
Carter and Owens will take a seat. Fielding and
I'm trying to think who just came onto the floor.
Heffley or Braxton?
Okay, Griffin. 1, dribbling and a handoff. Now 5. Five's going to pull the trigger for 3. Short on that one. Ends up in the hands of Griffin. Both teams going to clear out. Heffley tried to work the ball inside the fielding.
If you're going to make it in there, you got to get a good pass.
Yeah, you got to get the pass up and over, and he wasn't not able to do that. Tish able to get a hand on it. Shot there, goes in and out. Rebounded by Bumgarner. Gives up to Heffley, who will bring it across half court. Under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Griffin with an easy off-the-glass layup.
And we got a tie ball game, Bobby.
Yeah, if you'd have told me 10 minutes ago we were going to be tied in this game. Another off-ball foul against Tishomingo. Oh, no. Well, he first signaled against Red and then I guess changed it and called the foul against Fielding. That'll be his second foul. Fourth team foul of the period. 11 gets the ball off the inbound. Spin move, gets the bucket off the glass.
That was a close one.
We're going to call the travel against Griffin. Five's going to attack. They're going to call the travel. So it'll go back to the Wolves with under a minute to go. Fielding and Carter back onto the floor. Bumgarner and Owens to have a seat. So for the final minute of this half, it'll be returned to the Wolves starters. Heffley gives up to Lewis. Goes back to Heffley. Heffley fake to the three for a second. Wyatt set a screen for him. He's going to pull up from the top. Yes! And just like that, Wolves on top by one. Five's going to dribble back. Goes back. That's going to be backcourt against Tishomingo. So the Wolves with the best opportunity to go into halftime with the lead right here. 22 seconds to go in the first half. 24-23. Wolves just took the lead back.
First lead of the game,
I
I
was
believe.
going to say took the lead back. They never had it. That is the first lead that they've had. Carter on the near side. Wolves going to reset. Under 10 seconds. Fielding tried to get the bucket. So they're going to get just under 2 seconds to try to get a shot back up. Braxton inbounded Lewis, who tipped it back to Griffin.
Good play.
Good play. I gave them their best attempt. Unfortunately, unable to capitalize. But listen, only one field goal in the first quarter. I'll take the lead in the going into halftime for sure. Not something that I expected, I'll be quite honest. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break for about 8 or 9 minutes, and we'll be back for the second half. We'll see y'all then. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready for the second half of this ball game. Chad, what do you want to see the second half from the Wolves?
So I think the defense was pretty solid the first and second period. I'd like to see them not give up the easy shots in the paint.
Yep.
There were 2 or 3 just totally uncontested looks down there, and they were able to convert. Man, we got to make better passes on offense, and we have got to be a little bit more aggressive offensively.
Which is weird, saying that we've had a couple of charge calls, against us. But I do agree. I feel like we need to be more aggressive on the offensive end as far as attacking the interior.
Yeah, and I don't know. Maybe we're just being a little tentative is the best way to describe it. I mean, they're getting good looks, but, man, I want to see them just go all out.
So I would like to see on the defensive side a little bit more, probably tenacity on the defensive boards. I think denying second and third attempts are going to be huge. As the Indians start with the ball in the second half, they're going to dribble. He's going to pull up a little mid-range jumper. Gets that one to roll in. There was a clock issue. I think it was with the possession arrow. I'm not sure, but Wolves get the ball inside the fielding. Can't quite get it to roll in, but does get himself to the line. Levin, his second foul. Referee making sure that Fielding had his shoe good and tied.
It's going to come untied again. He's got one lace longer.
No good on the first one. Second one, no good. Rebounded by the Indians. I'm not going to lie, they missed a wide open number 3 underneath the basket just a second ago. Dribble handoff offense right now for the Indians. Five's going to dribble attack. Levin, hands off. One's going to pull up a little jumper. That young man has not missed
from
many
right there.
tonight. Yeah, not missed on those little short pull-up jumpers. Griffin tries to go up. No foul call. Rebounded by the Indians. One's going to pull up for 3.
So I missed a point somewhere because we were up by 1, and then they went up 27-24, and then that 3. Yeah, I missed a basket somewhere, Bobby.
Okay. I'm going to call the foul there. So there, let's see. There was 2 quick jumpers by number 1.
Okay, I missed one of those.
Okay, and then the 3-point attempt by number 1. Carter's first free throw attempt is no good. Second attempt, no good.
There's 4 points we should have had, Bobby.
Yeah, free throws kind of been a cloud over the Wolves' head as of late. Number 1 with the ball at the top. He's going to, lost it. Jump ball call.
Wow. I'm not sure how you get a jump ball when you got one hand in there and one hand, locked
Loose.
in the elbow.
Yeah. Possession arrow will be with the Wolves. Carter's going to give to Fielding. Griffin's going to drive and attack, draws a foul, get himself to the line. Number 3, his first foul. Team foul, the third team foul, though. Griffin bounces that one around and in. Knocks that one down as well. Griffin will go have a seat, as did Lewis.
Yep, that's it.
Okay, I thought there was a second. Oh, I see. The shooter was the second person. I got you. As Baumgartner and Owens came onto the floor. One going to drive. Loses the ball, though. Loose ball. We can call it jump ball. Ball will go with the Indians. Three for three. No good. Rebounded by Fielding. Heffley, good look inside the Fielding. Bucket off the glass. Looks like the Wolves starting to kind of get it figured out offensively. Five's going to dribble the whole way. Ball knocked loose. I don't know whether that was off of Owens or Heffley, but
yeah, Heffley ended up with it.
Good defensive job by the Wolves there. Wolves going to change the play. Baumgartner uses the screen and pulls up from a jumper from Fielding. Unable to get a fall. It was in and out. Number 1, again, pulls up from a jumper. Man, that kid just does not miss on those pull-up jumpers like that. 32-28, just under 4 minutes to go in the third period. Carter. That'll be his second foul, team foul number 4. Carter and Baumgartner to go have a seat. Lewis and Griffin back onto the floor. Inbounded to Heffley. He's back to Fielding at the top to reset. They're going to call him for holding on to him. Number 4, his third foul, 15th foul. So now's when free throws matter for the Wolves, Chad. We're going to be at the line now for any foul, 3.5 more minutes. Heffley makes that one count.
Yeah, if we had the ones that we've missed, we would be in the lead by 2.
Yep. Makes that one. And that's just from this quarter alone.
Yeah, exactly.
Tishomingo running their offense. One dribbling attack. I think you can't give that man 1 inch. They're going to call Isaac for the reach there.
I thought we were going to get a walk the way he drugged that toe, but it's going to be his third.
His third foul, that is correct. Bumgarner going to come on for fielding. Bumgarner going to pick up a quick foul there.
Kid took another charge. The third charge of the night he's taken. That one looked more like a flop.
Yeah, you don't typically see the charge called off ball like that on an inbound play, but Bumgarner with his second foul. Number 4 dribble. Good job by Heffley there, anticipating the pass. Bumgarner's going to pull up for an open three. Yes! Levin going to set the screen for 5.
And I got to agree with our
super
audience.
fan, yeah.
We traveled.
Fielding and Carter are going to come onto the floor. Owens and somebody else has got to have a seat.
Have one more. Yeah,
Heffley's going to go have a seat. So on the floor for the Wolves right now, Bumgarner, Carter, Griffin, Lewis, and Fielding. Carter going to set the offense just across half court. Fielding going to screen for him. Now Griffin near side. Spin move, up, in. Tishomingo going to push down the floor, 5. Tries to go up for it, can't quite get it. Acrobatic save to keep it inbounds. 11's going to attack the rim. Gets the bucket. Griffin with the ball. Coach Blackwell immediately having to get on to Braxton. Hey, not really getting onto him. Just say,
Telling
hey,
you, calm down
a
stay
little
within.
bit. He got a little excited. Essentially, wide number 3 was still on top of him, and you don't want him to get a technical call in that situation, but.
No, they're going to fight over the towel.
It's an interesting interaction there at the free throw line, but Griffin knocks down the first one. 23 going to come on back onto the floor for the Indians.
Fielding, Lewis, and Carter have a seat. Rogers, Heffley, and Owens.
Yes, I believe so. I'm going to say that referee's one of his pet peeves is tucked in jerseys because he went out there and stood in Rogers' face.
Yeah, 1,000%.
until he tucked it in. As Griffin made this second free throw there.
Wide open.
Wide open three-point attempt. Knocks it down. Rogers setting the screen there. Ball ricocheted off of Griffin. Layup attempt at the other end by Tishomingo is good. Puts Tishomingo back on top by 2, 37-39. Right at 1 minute to go in the third period. Rogers gives to Heffley. Heffley then goes against the screen. Gives to Baumgartner. Blackwell going to call a timeout. I like the timeout call there.
Yeah.
Got a bunch of young guys on the floor. You want to get the right play call in. Make sure they understand what the plan is, what's going on. Rogers having to fill some big shoes right now as a freshman. No pun intended, but there are some large shoes on the field, on the court for the Wolves at the moment. So I would like to see us continue the attack to the interior. Fielding now back onto the floor for the Wolves. So Isaac, actually it's all 5 starters back on the floor for the Wolves. I think it's a good call by Coach Blackwell. Get your 5 out there that you want to use, whatever clock you need, and we don't need any last second or anything like that, but you want the best possible look at the basket. Lewis tries to go up, draws the foul on 23, I believe. Or number 5, I can't tell
I
which.
think it's going to be 23.
It is 23. I believe that's going to be his 3rd or 4th. That is his 3rd.
So he caught that ball kind of low.
Yeah.
But still managed to get it up into a shooting position and draw the foul. Good job.
It's a good job by Lewis. Lewis, unspoken major part of this team. I don't feel like we get to talk about him enough because he does so much stuff off the ball, defensively, that, he may not be getting all the buckets, but, man, he sure is a big part of this team.
Oh, absolutely.
He does make both of those. Ties the game up 39. Number 1 goes up for a layup. No good. Rebounded by Fielding. Fielding setting the screen. Fielding in the far corner. Fielding gives back out to Carter. Reset. 10 seconds to go in the 3rd period. Stolen by number 5. And it's going to be an and 1. He'll go to the line, attempt to 3-point play.
Heffley's 3rd.
No good. That'll take us to the 4th period. I know it's been a back and forth, and I feel like we should be in the lead based on how we've played. But if you'd have told me 5-6 minutes into the 1st period that we were going to be in a 2-point game going into the 4th period,
yeah, I wouldn't have believed it.
I would not have believed you. I'd have taken it in a heartbeat. So I don't feel like we played bad that quarter. Maybe some
Mental
mistakes on the passing and little things.
Right.
But
I think they had a play set and the play got switched on them, and they didn't adapt in real time and had the turnover. So we definitely got to keep on the boards. I think we did a better job in that period, both offensively and defensively.
Yep.
But man, we've got to limit number 1's open looks. Continue keeping number 11 out, but next time number 11 sets up for a charge, maybe make him think twice about another one.
That's one of those things I jokingly told. I was actually talking to Isaiah Hooks the other day about the Lexington game.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, I know you're down at the end of the bench, but in a situation where you've got those guys on the sideline, you need to go down and tell coach, hey, just put me in. I got 5 fouls. I'm gonna take. They can eject me here in a minute.
Use them all.
I'm gonna use all 5 of them in one play.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna quiet the crowd a little bit. Wolves will start the fourth period with possession. Griffin inbounds, then feeds way down low to Fielding. Gives back to Carter. No good on the three-point attempt. We're going to call the push foul against Fielding. His third foul. Tish with the dribble, handoff, style offense. Poked away by Carter. Carter's got an open layup. And he gets it.
Good hands by Carter.
One, gonna dribble. Thought about pulling up. Good job defensively by the Wolves there to deny. 11's gonna attack. I believe that's gonna be Fielding's fourth. No good on the first one. Owens in to replace Fielding. Second attempt, no good. Rebounded by Owens. Heffley for three. Yes! One pulls up with that jumper. Second attempt, no good. They're going to call the foul on the floor. They're going to call that against number 23 for Tishomingo. That'll be his fourth foul. Lewis now near side.
Good pass.
That was a thread the needle right there. They're going to call the double dribble. Tishomingo now to bring the ball across half court. Work the ball inside to 11.
There was a travel. They missed it, though.
One with the ball. He's going to dribble in, try to get a layup off.
Good defense by Lewis.
Great job defensively by Lewis there. 5. Layup inside, no good. They're going to call that foul on the shot. Goes in against Heffley. Heffley's fourth foul. Owen's going to have a seat. Bumgarner on. Makes that one. Ties the ball game at 44. 6 minutes to go in the fourth period. Carter gives to Lewis. Near side. Baumgartner's going to drive. Dishes out to Heffley. Heffley's going to pull the trigger. Yes! Four-point attempt by Tish, or three-point attempt. I don't know about 4-point. That was going to go last touch by Carter as it was trying to keep it from going out of bounds. Heffley's going to go have a seat. Owens on the floor for the Wolves right now. Carter, Griffin, Lewis, Owens, and Baumgartner. Five dribbling around.
Oh my gosh, what a travel.
Lost the ball. It was no call on the travel though. Flips his hand and gets the layup off the glass there. 47-46. Wolves on top. Pass to Griffin. They're going to count the bucket by Braxton. Number one, his third foul for the Indians. Griffin knocks it down.
Seems like we started to make our free throws this period.
Yep. 5 now. 1. Five. Go around the screen now. Tries to go up. Put back attempt by 11 is good.
Dude was just camping down there the whole time, waiting on a rebound.
Yeah, just waiting for something. Carter going to draw the foul.
That's going to be 4 on number one, I believe.
And I am perfectly content with him having to go take a seat. Now, I don't know that he will with 4 minutes to go. No good on the first one. Second one was good, though. Timeout by the Indians. With that, we're also going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back here for the final 4 minutes in just a moment. All right, Chad, we got about 4 minutes to go, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. 4:03 to be exact.
Yep.
What do you think the Wolves need to do? You and I just kind of talked about it off air. Rebounds.
Rebounds and continue to play good defense. They're playing great defense right now. Haven't given up a open look, really, per se. Got to stay out of foul trouble.
Yeah.
We got Heffley and Fielding both with 4.
Yeah, Lewis's defense right now against number one has really denied that young man any of those open jumpers that he's created for himself. So
yeah, and he's having to start out down low on 11, but they're doing that high screen and roll, and so that puts Lewis on the ball carrier.
And I think Lewis does a phenomenal job at handling the ball carrier.
Oh, absolutely.
On the defense. So we're perfectly fine with all the switches. Number 5 gets the ball to his open to 11 down low. It was a good look. Not much you could do about that. 51-50.
I wish we could figure out how to camp out somebody low and get them an easy pass.
Bumgarner on the far corner. Gives to Griffin. Griffin going to drive here. Gets the foul call and the bucket. So Heffley and Fielding both going to come back. Owens and Bumgarner to have a seat. Both of those young men with 4 fouls. Definitely got to be careful right here.
Watch the hands, 2-4.
That is number 4 on number 4 for the Indians. Griffin knocks down that one. Number 1 now. Five. Handoff. Now number 4. 5's going to pull the trigger on the 3. No good. Number 4 able to get the rebound, though. Good job defensively. We're going to call that foul on 11.
Yep.
Pushing the back over the Griffin.
Yeah, going to be
that will be the 5 fouls. And right now, I'm going to be real honest. I'm perfectly content with Griffin being the one going to the line because Griffin has been knocking his shots down from the free throw line. So. I jinxed him.
You jinxed him.
That's my fault. Mav would be letting me have it right now if he was up here.
Again, we got
you got an untucked shirt. We got to fix it. This is the most I've ever seen that called in any time, any game. I think in all 4 years of doing this. So. Knocks down that one, though. 55-50, 2:51 to go in the 4th period. Number 1 kicks out to 4. 4 is going to pull the trigger for 3. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Carter. Fielding thought about setting the screen. Braxton called him off. Heffley uses the screen and pulls the trigger. Yes! Five. Going to dribble. Then hands up. Stolen by Carter. Carter's going to drive and attack. Draws the foul. Now, regardless of whether he was shooting or not, that will send Carter to the line. It's number 5's 3rd foul. At this point, though, I don't think you're going to see anybody leave the floor unless they absolutely have to with 5 fouls.
Right.
Timeout, Tishomingo.
So the Wolves are doing what they need to right now to kind of pull away, and I hope they can keep this momentum, Bobby. I mean, 2:08 to go.
Listen, we talked about, Mav and I talked about this, going into the boys' game after the girls' game, that the girls were on a roll. Boys have kind of been struggling as of late, a couple of hard-fought games, unfortunately coming up on the short end of the stick in those games. And right now, this is the ideal time to get hot for these Wolves. They need this game tonight, hard-fought game. Tishomingo's not a bad team.
No.
And right now, we went an entire first quarter with one field goal.
Right.
And so to get a win here in this game, in this situation, in a pretty high-scoring affair as of late, to get a win tonight. Then you got that Lexington rematch on Thursday
Senior
night.
Senior
night
night,
on Thursday night. And then you got Bedlam on Saturday. So this is the week that the Wolves need to get it right and then have that massive push of momentum. If they can get through this week with 3 straight wins, man, that's going to be a catapult going into the postseason.
Yeah, absolutely.
Carter to shoot 2 here.
Is it just me or does Fielding look like he's asleep down there?
Knocks down the first one. I'm going to be real honest. I see him every day. He looks about like that every time I see him. So not a lot of difference for me. Knocks down the second one as well. Makes it a double-digit lead for the Wolves. Number 5, handoff 1, pulls up for the long 3, no good. Rebounded by Fielding. Call the foul on number 3. That's going to send Carter back to the line. Misses that one short. Rebounded by 24, though. Off the missed free throw. Griffin, what a layup. Five. Both of the fans thought there should have been a walk call. 11 with the layup attempt, no good. Good job by Fielding by not picking up his 5th foul there. Staying on the ground. Griffin now. Gives to Fielding, who's going to give to Heffley to reset the offense. No reason to get in a hurry at this point. Heffley gives to Griffin. Griffin's going to attack the rim. Another layup. Came down awkwardly on his ankle. 5 for 3. No good. Rebounded by Carter. Under a minute to go. Carter gives to Heffley in the corner. In and out. Griffin's going to go take a seat.
Bobby, I'm going to call it 14-point game, 50 seconds to go.
I think this one's in control at this point. I think the last few possessions have kind of sealed the fate.
Yep.
So we're going to see some substitutions for the Wolves. Rogers, Bumgarner, Owens, and Stewart on, as well as Thompson. All 5 starters going to go have a seat for the final minute of this one. Chad, this is very uncharacteristic, and it's going to sound like a cop-out answer as number 1 pulls the trigger for 3 and knocks it down. Thompson gets the ball ahead to Stewart. Stewart finds Rogers.
Oh.
Rogers couldn't get the easy layup. Going to go out of bounds off of Tishomingo.
What's your answer, Bob?
This is going to sound like a cop-out thing, but my player of the game is going to have a plural. I've got to go with all 5 starters. Braxton Griffin, great game. Made it when he needed to. Made some big-time free throws. Carter made some big-time free throws. Heffley, big-time three-pointers. Fielding with some big-time defense even when he got into foul trouble. Lewis, great job defensively against the dribble pull-up offense of the Tishomingo. To me, That was the best cohesive unit of basketball I've seen in 3 or 4 games by these Wolves, so I've got to go with the whole starting 5.
I would agree. In the last period, they played probably better as a team than I've seen them, except for back in the Warner tournament.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's a cop-out. I'll go with you, but great game defensively by Lewis. Great game offensively by Heffley and Braxton. Dakota and Wyatt did great defensively and getting rebounds. And, man, it was just an all-around team effort. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, everybody did their job tonight, and that's exactly what we needed. We got to continue that on Thursday night, senior night, right here in the Pete Byrd Gymnasium as we take on Lexington. We're going to need you here for us. We'll see y'all then.
Go Wolves.